The night that we got the citation, we had received information from the police department that they had notified the venue that we need to make sure we're definitely in compliance. So there will be officers there checking up to make sure we are in compliance. We then had our attorney speak with the police department as well, and to find out specifics, exactly what it was that they needed us to do. So we did all that we could and had a couple of malfunctions, an on-stage costume change and also a wardrobe malfunction from a classic balloon pop routine. One of the balloons fell, and we finished it out as we could, turned around and just kind of finished it, and we were cited for just mere accidents, and we want to stay in compliance with the laws and the council and everybody. We're not out there trying to offend anyone or do anything to make our show stop or the Ingersoll get in any sort of losing of a liquor license, anything like that, because it was purely a horrible circumstance that it happened.
Well, and again, this was not an undercover police operation.
No.
You knew the police were going to be there.
Yes.
And you just went ahead with your show. And were you aware they were videotaping?
Yes.
I didn't know that they were, but
they told us that they would be videotaping the show.
Okay.
And we took extra precaution to make sure that there would be no exposure according to code. However, the powers that be, the universe wanted us to apparently have costume malfunctions, and unfortunately that happened. However, we weren't out to break any laws. We definitely respect the law and want to make sure that we can continue to have a positive relationship with not only the venue but our community and also our the authorities. So
any businesses that have sponsored us and helped with our raffle and things of that nature, we want to maintain positive business relationships, and we weren't out to cause a
And Aaron, in your case, what happened? How did it happen?
I was performing a classic balloon pop burlesque routine, which is, as many burlesque dancers would say, is one of the classic routines that you can do. Many people have different takes on it, but I did a very basic classic balloon pop routine. And one of the balloons that was near my upper body, breast area, fell. I grabbed the other balloon, turned around immediately, and continued to perform my routine facing the back of the stage in order to prevent any sort of code violation. I even proceeded to get off the stage a little early in order to just get off the stage without that costuming. So,
and in your case, Julia, what happened?
We were changing behind it. We were performing a skit, and I was changing behind a table. It's just a regular dining table with a tablecloth that was draped around it so it would cover all the way to the floor. And I was behind that. And apparently, if you were on the far edge of the stage left or stage right, I guess you could see a little bit. You could see some movement and see us back there. And if you were looking for, it wasn't the main focal point. There was other things going on. And it was a costume change. And
unfortunately, they were able to see something
out of a violation of the prohibited acts, and yeah.
And the point of burlesque, your act, is what?
Comedy,
to be funny, to be classy, to be sexy, to show people that it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what you look like. You can have a great time on stage and whatever you're doing.
We're just. Yeah, basically is that the idea of beauty in our society has now been whittled down to a waif of a woman, and that is not anything that either myself or Phoenix are. And we want to show that we have a place in the performing world without having to be super thin.
We don't really fit into, and I'm actually a dancer. I've been dancing since I was 3 years old, and there came a choice in my life where I could have proceeded to be a professional dancer. However, I don't have the body type for professional dancing, and burlesque is an open community. You can be gay, straight, you can be a man, you can be a woman, doesn't matter your shape or size. It's a very open community of allowing whoever you are to showcase what your talent is, and that is why I think we both love what we do, and I think it's a good message to be open and accepting.